What's up, guys? It's Timmy back with Buchanan Drafting Solutions at buchanandrafting.com, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about templates and why you should be using them if you're not. So you just hang on, we'll jump right into it. Templates are just like regular DWG files with just a few key differences, and the biggest is that they are set up to a standard. And by that, I mean it's already got all of your blocks and text styles and all that, and your paper space put into it. And where that is actually useful is if you're doing like freelance work or if you're doing anything for a customer. It gives a sense of professionalism and uniformity, while for you, it actually just speeds up the process. Now, you can kind of see where you'd lose time if you have to go in and create a new paper space every time that you're starting a new drawing and insert certain blocks that you use on every drawing, and like set up your text style, stuff like that. You can see where it's going to take a while. And as a freelancer, time and accuracy are the two biggest factors on how much you get paid and if you're successful or not. So if you give me a minute, I'll just go ahead and show you how to set up a template. What you're going to do first is open up AutoCAD, and you'll come over here to templates. Click on it, come down here to no template Imperial, open that up, and then what you can start off by doing, what we're going to do first is just set up the paper space. So go to Layout 1, then you'll right click on Layout 1 and go to Page Setup Manager. Click on it, and you'll see it says Layout 1. That's just your basic. You're going to click on New, and we're going to name this one Test. Hit OK. And then it's going to pop up your, it's like you're trying to plot. And you'll come over here to where it says Name. It's going to be the name of your printer. And what you're going to go to is the DWF6 ePlot. Click on it, and it's going to load in a bunch of different standard paper sizes. You'll come over here, if you're doing architecture, you're going to be 24 by 36. So go ahead and click on that. And then this you're not really going to have to worry about. Come over here to Plot Style Table. Pull it down, and if you want to print in black and white, you're going to select monochrome. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. You're going to keep your scale all the same because that'll throw everything off if you change it. Scale line weights, what that's going to do is whenever you plot your line, say you have a 0.5 line weight for your object lines, that's going to make those show up as what you've got. All this looks good. You'll just hit OK. Come down here and you'll see Test is now in your selectable layouts. Double click on it to set it as current. Then you can just close out. And now looking at this, this is where your paper space was to begin with, and this is a viewport. So what you're going to do is just click on it and delete it. You'll come up here to the rectangle command, pick it, get as close to this dotted line as you can, and drag and drop to the other side. And the reason that you don't want to be over that dotted line is because that's your printable work area. And if you go outside of it, your plotter won't be able to print it anyways, so it's just wasted space. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select this and explode it. Just X enter. And what that did is it made individual lines for you to be able to work with. Now we're going to come over here to say you want your title block and everything to be on the side. We're going to offset, let's say 6 inches. Click there. And from here, you can set it up however you like. Say you want to round the corners, you can fill at the corners and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to do a basic one. I'm going to offset this up a couple times for a few different little blocks for you. And we're going to clean it up just a little bit. And you can go in here and make this whatever you want to. You can put notes for this little section. Say you want to put your title block for your actual drafting company. You can put it right here with your logo up under it, and then you can put in the customer specific information, the page number, and all that. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is set up viewports for this, so you can actually see the model space. The whole point of why you have a paper space is so you can transfer model space into it. So the way that you're going to do that is by typing in viewport. It should be the first one that pops up. And right now we're just going to start off with a single one for this larger area. Hit OK. And it's going to tell you to trace the outline of it, just like you did with the rectangle, putting it in there. Right there. And then anything that you have in your model space will show up right here. And a quick little tip of what I like to do is I like to go into model space and draw out what all this is going to be, and just place little small viewports throughout here for that information. Now you're going to want to delete this second layout, get it off of there because there's no point of it. Right click here and go to move or copy. Move to end, create a copy. And for whatever amount of paper spaces you need, say you're doing an architectural drawing where you need a foundation, footing, electrical, floor plan, all that kind of stuff, just go through and copy it through there and rename it as you go. Now, the big thing about templates is you can load in and create tons of different line styles, and they'll be in every one where you don't have to go in and create the same one or use the same drawing over and over and over and clutter it up. Now, a quick tip for whenever you're setting up your template is if you have a huge block library, don't bring everything into it. All you're going to do is bloat your file size and make your drawing just slow and laggy and all around a bad experience. But if you have some stuff that you use a lot, like a certain window size that you use a lot or something like that, it wouldn't hurt to just bring it into your template and leave it. That way it'll be there. But with AutoCAD 2020, the new blocks palette that they have, you can actually go in and search other drawings. You can view your recent blocks that you've used and then all the blocks that are in the current drawing. So setting up a template with all your blocks in it really is a thing of the past at this point. Okay, well, all this stuff now is really just saving, and that's another key difference. You can come up here to Save As, and you see where it says DWG. You want to scroll down and select the DWT file. It's going to bring up all the drawing templates that you already have saved in there, and you can just name it. I'm going to name this one Test, like I did the layout. It's going to give you a description. You just type in whatever you want to on there. Set your units to English if you're American. If you're overseas or anywhere else besides the US, use metric. And just hit OK. And it saves it as up at the top, Test DWT. And that's how you set up a drawing template file, guys. It's just a little quick video today. Kind of give you a little basis, rundown, how to do that. Because I know it's something that a lot of people use, but not a lot of people set up and know why you need to use a template. So guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and like it. If you didn't, you can dislike it too. It's not going to hurt my feelings. But if you do dislike it, let me know what you didn't like in the comments. Alright guys, y'all have a good day.